Hello, and a very warm welcome to all the students from Europe Hotel School. I've spent my career working right where hospitality and technology meet, and I am so excited to guide you through a topic that is quite literally changing our industry. In this explainer, we're going to explore how AI is completely transforming hotel sustainability, turning it from just a nice idea into a really powerful financial strategy. So, let's dive in. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the old school challenges of getting sustainability certified. Then we'll introduce a powerful new way to measure performance. We'll take a look under the hood to see how the AI actually works, connect it all to the financial bottom line, which is crucial, and finally see how this tech turns sustainability from a simple marketing slogan into a real core business strategy. All right, so let's kick things off with a problem that, trust me, many of you are going to face in your careers. The traditional, often painful, way of proving a hotel is actually green. For decades, certifications like LEED and BREEAM have been the absolute gold standard. You see one of those logos, and whether you're a traveler picking a hotel or an investor sizing up a property, it's a trusted sign of quality. It signals excellence. But actually getting one of those certifications, well, that's a whole other story. The old process has been, to put it lightly, a massive headache. It's static, it's incredibly expensive, and it's just this bureaucratic nightmare. We're talking about mountains of paperwork and bringing in costly consultants. It's really just a snapshot in time, not a true picture of a hotel's day-to-day commitment. And this really gets to a huge shift in thinking for any modern hotel leader. The old way was a static audit, something you'd suffer through maybe once every 5 years. But the goal today is completely different. It's about moving sustainability from a report that gathers dust on a shelf to a continuous living part of your daily operations. The goal is to manage it live, not just report on it ages after the fact. So that brings us to the solution. How do you make this idea of continuous management not just a nice goal, but an actual reality? Well, you need a new tool, and frankly, a new way of thinking. And that solution is a platform called Skoru. It's an AI tool with a beautifully simple and powerful mission. It takes all the complicated data points from a building's performance and turns them into a single, live digital score. Just imagine this for a second. Instead of your team digging through endless spreadsheets and reports, everyone has just one number to look at, a performance score from 0 to 100 that's updated in real time. If the hotel's energy use spikes one afternoon, the score changes. If the recycling rate improves, the score goes up. It's basically a live health check for your entire property. And that's exactly why we call it a North Star metric. That one number gives the entire engineering and operations team a clear, constant guide to follow. It cuts through all the noise and represents the total health and efficiency of the hotel, getting everyone on the same page, working towards the same goal. So how does the AI actually come up with this magic number? Let's pull back the curtain and demystify the technology. I promise, it's not magic, it's just incredibly smart data processing. The whole process really boils down to 3 core steps. First, the platform gathers, or aggregates, huge amounts of data from all over the hotel. Second, it benchmarks that data, comparing your hotel's performance against a massive global database. And finally, using all that context, it calculates that live performance score. The AI is pulling in data from pretty much everywhere. It's getting energy data from platforms like Measurable, water usage from systems like Wint, and even food waste data from partners like Winnow. But here's what's really important. It also pulls in human experience data from your guest surveys. Because, let's be honest, a sustainable building also has to be a comfortable and healthy place for the people inside it. And here's what makes that score so powerful and so meaningful. Your hotel's data isn't just looked at in a vacuum. The AI is constantly comparing its performance against thousands of similar buildings all over the world. This global context is what tells you if your performance is just okay or if it's truly world-class. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the part that matters to every single general manager, owner, and investor out there: the financial bottom line. How does a nice score on a screen translate into actual money? Well, the value of what we call certification intelligence is direct and it is profound. The data is clear. Buildings that can prove they have higher sustainability scores can often command higher room rates. And when it's time to sell the property, they achieve significantly higher valuations. It is a clear and simple financial win. But believe it or not, it gets even more direct than that.
A lot of major banks are now offering these really innovative financial products called sustainability-linked loans. The idea is actually very simple. The bank gives you a loan where the interest rate you pay is tied directly to your property's proven sustainability score. This just makes the connection crystal clear. The interest rate on the hotel's mortgage is tied directly to its ARC score. So, if your team does a great job and keeps that score high, your interest rate stays low. If the score starts to drop, well, your rate could go up. And this right here perfectly illustrates the new reality we're living in. We're talking about a direct, multi-million-pound connection between what the engineering department is doing every day and the hotel's overall financial health. The decisions your facilities team makes now have a direct and very measurable impact on how much it costs the business to borrow money. It's incredible. So this brings us to our conclusion, where we can really see how this technology is fundamentally changing what sustainability even means in the hospitality world. By using AI to track, manage, and even maintain certifications pretty much on its own, a hotel can prove that its commitment to the planet isn't just a marketing slogan you put on a brochure. It becomes a verifiable, data-driven, operational reality. And that reality is now, without a doubt, a core driver of long-term financial success. It impacts your room rates, your property's value, and even the interest you pay on your loans. Being a good steward of the environment has become completely inseparable from being good at business. So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about as you move forward in your careers. In this new age of AI and data, is sustainability still just a cost center, something you have to manage? Or when you leverage it correctly, has it actually become your hotel's single greatest financial asset? It's something for you all to think about. Thank you so much for your time.